Welcome to the I Can Do That podcast. I'm Jem Fadling, spiritual formation coach, author, and founding partner of Unhurried Living. With 30 years experience in spiritual formation, I help people grow by combining grounded optimism with practical spirituality. This effective dynamic will guide you onto the path of discernment so that you can transform your hopes into habits. Each episode, I'll share one practical idea with one simple takeaway. Together, we'll grow at the pace of transformation, and you'll move into your day saying to yourself, I can do that. This is the first week of Advent, and for the next few weeks, we're going to walk together toward the birth of Christ, culminating on Christmas Day. And for this season of Advent, I thought it would be good to share a few helpful spiritual practices. So we're going to engage hope, peace, joy, and love in this way for the next 4 weeks. And more than teaching these practices, we're going to experience them together. I'm hoping this will help you stay in touch with the essence of the season, even in the midst of what might be stressful or even painful, depending on your family situation. I know that the holidays are a mixed bag, but as always, we do get to choose our own thoughts and our behavior in the midst. Author Evelyn Underhill has said, many people feel unaware of any guidance, unable to discern or understand the signals of God, not because the signals are not given, but because the mind is too troubled, clouded, and hurried to receive them. Do you resonate with what Evelyn is describing? A troubled, clouded, hurried mind? If so, you're not alone. We're closing in on 2 years into a pandemic, and experts are now naming this current season pandemic flux syndrome. There has been too much change for too long, and many people are coming to the end of their ever-fraying rope. We are absolutely not wired to bear up under the stress of this ever-changing landscape. The information age paired with a pandemic, it's just too much. So how will we enter into this Advent week of hope under such circumstances? Now, in our book, What Is Your Soul Love?, I shared an exercise that may help ease some of this pressure. I call it the Practice of Unpacking. And now this is an expanded version of that exercise, and my hope is that you will practice unpacking your worries and your fears often. Noticing them and casting your cares on Jesus can help you engage Advent with maybe just a little less stress in your heart. So, let's engage this together. I'll allow for a few seconds of silence here and there to let you think and engage God as we move through. And if it helps you, and if you're not driving, go ahead and close your eyes. Now imagine you are carrying a backpack on your shoulders. In it are the people and the circumstances of your life. How heavy does the backpack feel? Have you been too troubled, clouded, or hurried to take a look inside? If you were to picture that backpack right now, who or what would be in it? Maybe you have a family member who's suffering. Perhaps a friend of yours just received devastating news. Or maybe work issues are keeping you up at night. Not to mention our own securities, fears, and worries. But for just a moment, let's remember together 1 Peter 5:7, which says, cast all your anxiety on God, because God cares for you. So let's continue to take a few minutes and prayerfully imagine. Go back to your backpack, feel it on your shoulders, and notice the weight of it. Take a moment to lift the backpack off your back and set it down in front of you. Now take a look inside. Who or what do you see? You should go ahead and maybe just pick one person or one situation, reach in, pull it out or them out and hand them to Jesus. Take a moment to do that. Now reach in, grab another situation or relationship, and hand that to Jesus. And once more, reach in, pull something or someone out, and hand them to Jesus. See if you can notice Jesus' response to you as you've been doing this. What is his presence like for you as you are handing your cares to him? How do you feel as you release all of these into his care? Now, you may have more in your pack. Most of us do. You can take some time later to continue this practice. Use it daily, more than once a day if you need to. Just imagine the backpack, take it off your shoulders, look inside, see what's there, and one at a time hand them to Jesus. You might have various levels of dynamics that go with each one of these, and you might need to revisit them again with a counselor or a spiritual director or your journal. But this practice can help you in the middle of a day as you're trying to just release some of the anxiety. Okay? Why don't we take a moment right now? Let's thank Jesus for being such a faithful and good shepherd. For just another moment, let's sink into trust. And I'll say this, if you want to practice this again, with me leading you through it, go ahead and listen to this episode again. Get yourself to the place where the practice begins. And if you need more time in between each part, just pause, do what you need to do, come back. Okay? Now, here's your I can do that for this week. Try the practice of unpacking for yourself again later today or later this week or as often as you need. Try to make this practice one that you keep in your tool belt. It really does work in that day-to-day way. So allow yourself the gift of releasing the burdens you carry. Hope might be hiding under the pile. Let Jesus himself be your hope as you make your way. Remember, you're making your way forward one small, simple, and gracious step at a time. If you want to make further progress in your own formation, I encourage you to pick up a copy of my book, What Does Your Soul Love? In it, you'll find themes such as desire, resistance, vulnerability, fear, and joy, and questions such as, what do you really want? Where are you hiding? What's getting in your way? And what's most real to you? Holding and living the questions is a great way to cooperate with your own growth process. You can purchase What Does Your Soul Love from your favorite bookseller, and I hope you'll do that today.